How's it going? Awesome. Okay, so just a quick video today, just a little bit of fun for myself really, just a bit of ear training and just, something different, I guess. I realise a lot of you guys out there, well, the majority of you at least, will probably show the same amount of enthusiasm as my boy Cloud will do for this video.
You know what I think?
Not interested. Not interested.
For me personally though, Final Fantasy VII was my favourite game growing up, back in the 90s, in those ancient times. Yeah, fantastic game for the PlayStation 1 and still is my favourite game of all time. Not just for the characters and the story, but also for the epic music that accompanied the gameplay as well. Yeah, it's got a great soundtrack. Yeah, I got the CDs for that years ago because I'm a geek. Yeah. And we had a remake for it come out a couple of years ago now. It's only part 1, but yeah, that was fun. It was different, but it was fun. Now, the Chocobo theme probably isn't the best representation of how epic the music is from Final Fantasy VII, but I just thought it'd be a sort of like quirky, fun song to play on the guitar and a nice bit of ear training for myself. And there's quite a bit going on as well, and it's pretty fast, so, I thought it'd be fun to have a go at it at least. And you never know, there might be somebody out there who's even mildly interested in seeing this, I guess. Yeah. It was also a very good excuse to use my Gibson Les Paul as well, because this is a guitar that doesn't feature in my videos nearly enough. Basically just because I do a lot of Nirvana covers and, I try to play guitars that kind of like reflect Kurt Cobain's sound and style, I suppose. And obviously, the Les Paul is definitely not synonymous with Kurt Cobain, more so with Slash and people like that, I suppose. So yeah, I try to keep it sort of respectful and try and use things that Kurt Cobain would use for his, songs. So yes, I will try and use it for other videos though when I sort of like cover different bands in the future. So yeah, awesome. Okay, so I know what you're probably thinking. What the fuck is a chocobo, right? And I can totally understand that, of course, because for anybody who's not into Final Fantasy, it just seems like a really bizarre, strange word coming from like a geeky game from like, the 90s. Basically, a chocobo is a mixture between a giant canary and a giant chicken. And the characters in the games, or at least all the games that I've played at least in the Final Fantasy series, use these giant birds to ride around on like horses. And it even gets to the point where in Final Fantasy VII at least, they ride around on them and race them. So yeah, it's kind of like, the Grand National or the Kentucky Derby, whatever your frame of reference or cultural reference might be there. Like I said, this video was just a bit of fun really, just, a bit of fun for myself, and any excuse to play something from Final Fantasy is a good way to go. Again, the Chocobo theme probably isn't my first choice, but I thought it would be fun because it's fast and, just, like I said, a jaunty little number, a quirky little tune, I suppose. There are other songs from the game that I would love to do at some point, but they're quite involved and quite complicated, so it'd be kind of hard to try and transpose, several different parts into like just one instrument, because we've got like keyboards and bass guitars and all this other stuff all kind of mixing into like make one sort of like giant kind of epic track, so trying to break that down into one cohesive unit would be kind of difficult. But maybe one day, I'd like to do like, the main battle theme or the boss battle theme or something like that. If you're unfamiliar with it, check it out. There's a band called the Black Mages that have done, plenty of Final Fantasy covers in the past. And they're really cool as well because they make it like a rock kind of thing. So yeah, super cool. In the next video, I will be doing either, Nirvana or something similar, I guess. So sorry to waste your time with this if this didn't interest you at all, but for me, it was just a bit of fun. So yes, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I should see all of you guys in the next video, and yeah, stay safe out there. Feel free to hit like and subscribe if you haven't already, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, peace. Oh my god, what did I do? Oh. Oh, it's alright. It's alright. I remember I glued it on with magnets. There we go. Cloud Strife. I'm literally a man-child. Toys for adults, right?